The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts are for entertainment purposes only and do not necessarily reflect those of RJV Media Lab, Inc., its affiliates, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Them boys, they cutting up. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Cutting up. Them boys, they cutting up.
What going on? How y'all doing?
How you doing?
D, my boy.
Yeah.
See, mother.
What's happening, fellas?
Ooh.
Another week, another session.
Yes, sir. How y'all doing out there, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, yeah, man. It's cold enough for y'all,
Well, to be honest, it's cold, but it ain't as cold as what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be colder. I mean, I'm just saying, though. They were saying with the wind chill, it was going to be in the single digits. So I'm thinking it's going to be
it felt like 6.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I guess with me,
I think it was yesterday.
yeah, and then I think as the sun drop, gets down the horizon, that's when it's gonna hype and get a little lower and shit.
And it probably was frigid this morning.
Yeah, because I ain't get out till probably.
Yeah, I ain't leave the house about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I was thinking it was right that same time when I got out. So
I was like, hell no, not my car in the garage. My truck is in the garage.
me too. So that's why I said I don't feel the elements till I get out the car. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So technically, that's why I guess it wasn't that cold to me. Because
sure.
the only time I really left was to go to the gym. It was cold,
I just left to go to the store.
But that's just going in and out.
Yeah,
that ain't that far.
Really.
And then it's like when I left, your blood hot. You're hot. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't as cold for real.
Yeah.
God is good. Keyless start, so that thing be the warmed up something for you. But
For sure.
I ain't tripping though, cause it ain't no black ice, ain't no snow,
Ain't no nothing.
Yeah.
It could be worse. It could be up north. We don't have no winter like that for real. So
Yeah, few and far between.
yeah,
we
and
just
you can
realized-
always put clothes on,
Take them off.
and get warm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know how hot it get down south, so it's like you can be butt naked and still hot. So
Yeah.
I ain't tripping. I ain't a little cold.
I'm a little sad that we ain't getting no snow tomorrow.
Oh, we're not getting it.
Some
man,
other
this shit is
areas
crazy
again.
about-
Yeah,
They
some other
say it's
areas
gonna be
getting snow.
below.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
is what's weird. I don't know about y'all. Usually it's the northern parts that get the snow.
Yeah, it's skipping that.
Now you tell me it's the southern parts.
Well,
Kinda,
I guess because the wind flow of it is going to go up under us. You know what I'm saying? Because they
That's just
saying
what-
like Montgomery on down to the Gulf of Mexico going to get it. So it's going to be like parts of
Florida, New
Panama,
Orleans,
whatnot. Yeah,
Texas supposed to get some.
Yeah, so-
you know what I'm saying? So
It's just the pattern of how it's coming down, I guess.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Y'all give me the recap of the week, man. What's been going on?
Man, don't get into it. We get right into it.
Recap of the week. We had Houston losing to Kansas City.
Okay.
Then we had
You had
Baltimore losing
Yeah,
to
Baltimore. Yeah,
Buffalo.
man. That
Then you had
passed.
Bruh, I'm gonna just say this, bruh. I think
let's get into it when we're gonna break it down game by game.
Okay.
Let's just finish.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
So
go
we
ahead.
won't get
Yeah,
lost
yeah,
in the
yeah,
sauce.
'Cause-
Then on the other side we had Washington beating Detroit, something
Okay.
that I said was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Then of course we had the Eagles beating the Rams in a close game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we had some very, very good games in my opinion.
Yeah.
Overall.
Okay.
Overall.
Okay, so
What you think? Let's go one by
biggest.
one, game
All
by
right,
game.
let's go. If we go by game, just say what was your biggest upset of the weekend?
Biggest upset?
Biggest
Yeah,
upset of the weekend.
it wasn't but one upset in my opinion.
What was that?
What was it?
I mean, to be honest,
what was you were
Washington beating Detroit was actually an upset. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
'Cause I knew it was gonna happen. I kind of figured it. I didn't see them making the NFC Championship game all because of the injuries.
Right.
Now, if they were full power, everybody there.
It'd be a
it would have
different
been,
story.
yeah.
Yeah, For sure.
But, Washington's hot. Jane Daniels is playing right now out of his mind. So I saw that one coming.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still had to say it was the upset. Me personally, I thought Buffalo was gonna beat Baltimore. Like, that's just my thing. Like, and that's been the conversation throughout social media, throughout the internet, period, or ESPN, whatever. Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say this, bro. And
It wasn't all his fault.
It wasn't his damn fault, period.
Yes, it was.
How?
He had an interception and he had a fumble early in the first half, and that's how they got down by, 10, 14, something like that.
Okay,
so,
okay.
I mean, yes, he brought him back. But
Okay.
But I'm saying, though, look, if he didn't have to bring him back, all of the extra oomph that they put into the second half, they might have blown Buffalo out if they didn't have those.
I ain't going to say they
turnovers.
blow him out because they couldn't stop him.
The catch, the bobbled ball by the tight end.
And the fumble by the tight end.
That might not have mattered if they jumped out on them like they supposed to. Like, it's a lot of things that baffle your mind about that game. Like, why did Derrick Henry only have 16 touches? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was moving the ball well, and it seemed like when he was moving the ball, that play action was working. You had different receivers catching the rock. You know what I'm saying?
But they had already said they was going to load up on the run, so they wasn't going to last
They
forever.
did, but the thing about it is it didn't last too long because Lamar did get loose a couple of times to kind of keep it respectable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like holding it, keeping it on, or pulling it.
Yeah, you got to pull it
to
to keep it, keep the defense at bay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he ran it a couple of times out of the shotgun, but I mean, come on, man. Like,
I got to put some of that on. Like I said, I'm going to have to put some. Of course, I feel like they were a little bit unprepared because, of course, I think some of the mistakes were just unlike the play that you get from Lamar because he hadn't had many interceptions throughout the whole season. Okay, that.
And then it might have had something to do with the weather.
I ain't putting in the weather because both of you motherfuckers playing cold weather series and both of y'all play outside.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give that's a wash for both of y'all. You know what I mean? But I still feel like even if I don't put it on him, it's just mistakes, period.
And just say mistakes,
period.
Because I heard something very, very, very valid that Louis Riddick said on ESPN this morning. He was saying, like, it's not fair to put everything on Lamar due to the fact that, like, that one interception that he threw, it might not have been his fault. It might have been the receiver cutting the route off short. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
that happens.
That is right. And you can and when he said that, I kind of thought about it, and I was like, that does make sense because it was snow on the ground. Like, granted, it wasn't like the Eagles game, but it was some snow on the ground. Right. And, of course, when there's snow on the ground, you're not going to be running full-fledged so you can stop on a dime and cut. You know what I'm saying? It's like you tiptoeing out that cut. So he might have cut the route short. I don't know.
I ain't going to put it.
At the end
I'm
of the
getting
day,
it.
It goes on Lamar.
Yeah.
I hate it for him because it's hard, man, when you're a black quarterback in the NFL, man. Like, prime example. And I'm just saying how, due to the circumstances, all the blame gets on Lamar. Because I'm with you. He did bring them back. They had a chance to win. The tight end fucked it up. That's what you were going, right? And I'm with you.
Because I feel like he atoned for his mistakes getting them back in it.
Right.
But then
my thing is this, though.
Got that.
It goes back to
the fact that
popularity. It goes I can't even say popularity. It goes to that privilege.
What privilege?
White privilege.
Ain't no white privilege. No more.
Hear me out.
It's over with.
Hear me out. We want to thank that.
I just saw it.
Think about this. Josh Allen. Do you know what his numbers were in that game? 124 yards passing with another 26 yards rushing. I think he had 148 in all. And all they have been doing is praising him because of them winning. Jalen Hurts had a all-purpose 198 yards, and they won the game. He had a touchdown, no turnovers. You know what I'm saying? All they've been doing today is ridiculing him, saying he can't get the ball down.
And they are justifiably so.
he can't get the ball downfield, bro. Like A.J. Brown dropped the bomb.
I understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying, like, they're not asking him to do it that much. So it's like, okay.
He done turned into Dak Prescott. I'm just being honest, bro. Like, I'm just looking at what you
I don't think that's a fair assessment, man. Like,
so what if
the first game of the playoffs, he had a concussion just coming back. So, you know what I'm saying? He played good. He threw a couple of touchdowns. It wasn't all that, you know what I'm saying, yardage-wise. Then this week, it's snowing like hell. Then on top of that, they trying to run the ball. Now, to be honest, it's not fair because of the weather. Hey, everybody was dropping balls. And it just seems like we were dropping balls more than them.
Lamar threw well over 200.
It wasn't snowing as bad in that game. And I'm not talking about Lamar. I'm just talking about how it's not fair. But at the end of the game, yes, Lamar had the better numbers, but Lamar got the loss because he made the mistakes.
No, he wasn't. But I will say he wasn't. He didn't have all the mistakes to himself. Of course, you know those mistakes set across the board. But I just feel you look across the board. So in your eyes, how would you consider yourself in reference to how your offensive season went? Because as I know, as we can see now, that's why I believe I would give Saquon Barkley the MVP because I believe if I take him out, you're not even in the playoffs.
And that's a fair assessment.
You know what I'm saying? And I believe that
because of how that's how the offense
right.
This year, that's a very, very legit assessment. And guess what? I don't give a damn because at the end of the day, I'm an Alabama fan, and I know that since the start of playing football, once you dominate in the trenches on both sides of the ball, 9.5 times out of 10, you're going to win the game.
Yeah, but the thing is that at the same time, you got to be able to score points though, because I done seen people dominate the side of the ball. But if you end up kicking field goals at the end of the day, that'll hurt you on the backside. You feel what I'm saying? So you still got to score touchdowns in the playoffs.
And I feel what you're saying, bro. And I think, like I said, it had something to do with the weather because we were moving the ball up and down the field in the first half. You know what I'm saying? We were stopping them. Matthew Stafford got a little bit hype when it starts, the more it snowed, you know, to be honest. He got better. We got worse. You know what I'm saying? But
and that shouldn't be the case.
Though, like, we can move the ball up and down the field. I understand what you're saying. This is not the prettiest offense, but we just had one of them type teams where whatever it takes, we win. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever we need to do, whether it's special teams, like last week, the game got opened up because of a fumble on the opening kickoff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, you know, hey, whatever it take to win, it ain't supposed to be pretty. This the NFL.
I understand, but if you look at the numbers by the numbers, man, you gotta. I mean, it shows by the numbers. You got 65 passing yards. That ain't good. By no stretch of the metric, are we gonna say there's no? We're not even going to even pull an excuse out of that one. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying,
but how long is it, and how sustainable is that with just Saquon Barkley? You know what I mean? He's gonna have.
I understand.
He's gonna have.
I understand.
I believe. Now, one thing is this: do I believe Philly has the best team? Defensively, yes. Offensively, yes. But are they playing the best right now? No.
And I agree with
you. know what I mean? In certain areas, yes.
But see, that's the thing that I'm so excited about, Murder. D. We ain't even playing good and we still whooping folk. Like, we just, like, for real, man, like, yesterday we put about 3 folk out the game. You know what I'm saying? Puka Kanu or whatever his name. I'm sorry for disrespecting your name, G. Wide receiver for
Puka Nakua, man.
Thank you.
Big Poop.
Yeah, Big Pooh. He had a great catch on the side.
Yeah, that was
bomb.
Yeah.
He the truth, and he took a couple of big licks, but he got up, kept taking it. Matthew Stafford, I think they say he re-aggravated some ribs, but you wouldn't have known the way he was throwing it.
Hey,
you know what I mean? But
I'm gonna say something real quick. I'm gonna jump off subject.
Let's go.
But it still got something to do with what we're talking about, right? And this is what I was talking about. I meant to say something to you.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna pull out my alleged complete conspiracy theory about this Super Bowl.
All right,
thing,
let's go.
Right?
Let's go.
Oh.
All right, so I'm gonna take it back about 4 years ago. Travis Kelce End of the Super Bowl. You know what he said? He said, we're going to win 3 Super Bowls, right? Traditionally, when I say 3, say 3. He said 3, but he threw it up like this. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so let me give you a little bit more in that game.
Okay.
All right? How many points did they win by? 3. What yard line was they on when they scored? 3. If I'm not mistaken, how many pass attempts did he have? 33. How many yards did he throw for? 333. Okay? So, what color is Donald Trump's color scheme? Red, white, and gold. Who also is red, white, and gold?
Kansas City. Yeah.
The more you know.
Hey, might be some validity to that.
So I know it's a power 33 number allegedly. You know what I mean? So all I'm gonna say is bro, sometimes, man, like they say, some things is gonna happen.
Yeah, the script.
It just had to happen. You know what I mean? And notice, they didn't get it to the older GOAT, but majority of all your GOATs got 3.
Y'all remember last year when they had like the script?
The
NFL
script
come out?
commercial. The NFL literally made that commercial, and like they always say, they'll say it to your face because they don't. They was trying to give it to you like you're not gonna believe that we're actually gonna tell you we do this.
And it's not this year; it's gonna be next year.
Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? So, bro, I'm like, right now in football, certain things in sports you gotta have. Like in that time when you're switching from Jordan from Magic and Bird, that was who you were watching, that class. You were looking for that.
Yeah.
You had to bring in Jordan. So I got to lift you up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In the NFL, we got to stay relevant because of other sports that's emerging. We got to stay relevant. So you got to have a face.
Yeah.
I love Josh Allen. He's a great player. But you're not going to be the face of fucking football. You're not.
Well,
you're going to be a great he's going to be the Peyton Manning in this situation to Brady's situation.
With all of that, even if it's some validity to it, it's like you got a lot of people.
Bring the mic up a little bit.
You got a lot of people who, you know, that's what they do. They expose these type things that are going on. Because I have seen the script on Instagram.
Yeah.
Times.
They put it out there for us to see.
You know, and we talked about this right before we got on air. It's like we even, you know, had a conversation about how people are calling out the NFL on how the Kansas City Chiefs are getting calls.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not just saying, you know, like, it's more or less like they were saying calls, like Cam Newton was trying to say earlier, there are calls that kind of like give the Chiefs momentum in, you know, certain times of the game that flip the momentum where they're like able to control. And that's the whole thing, you know, when you have a team that supposedly is good, how can you actually, why should you actually help them? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if they already this good, if he's like a GOAT quarterback, like, you know what I'm saying?
Did you see that 15-yard penalty that happened last night on that drive? I can't remember what actually happened, but it was a 15-yard penalty that happened for Josh Allen. I think it was on the early part of that drive that got them in, the one he ran. I think it may have been their first touchdown. If you go back and look at that play, that call was questionable as fuck.
But I'm not just saying.
Because I feel like they were sitting.
He's another golden child.
I think it's a matchup setup. You go look at it. All of it's a money grab.
Yeah.
Okay, this weekend I feel like you had a money grab with just the matchup between Lamar and Allen because that was the battle for the MVP. Even though the MVP votes went in last week. Yeah. That stuff go in before the playoffs. So that's already been voted on. So that game didn't have no tournament. All right, now. So you look at it on the other side. So next week, we've been trying to set this fucking matchup up since they fucking changed the overtime rules in the playoffs for them. So we've been trying to get Josh Allen and Kansas City back together in the playoffs. Finally got it.
Right.
Big money grab. You know what I'm saying? Because I was looking at it like this. I was trying to be the, do you know we almost had a chance to have an all-black Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like all 4 quarterbacks in AFC, NFC. We could have always just needed Lamar. Yeah, you was going to get all-black Super Bowl, period. Because everybody was going to be black.
You still can't get all-black Super Bowl, D, because there's only one white quarterback.
Right, I'm just saying it would have been guaranteed.
It's still
if
guaranteed.
Lamar win yesterday, it's guaranteed. Because you got Lamar, you got Jaden, you got Jalen, and you got Patrick.
The likelihood of it,
it's still a higher. But the likelihood,
both of y'all are right. The
right,
likelihood of it,
it's still in the 99.9 percentile. But we would have been at 100 yesterday. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm with you. You at 99.9 right now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because you just got to play the game.
Bro, we already know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's gonna be the rematch.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's gonna be the rematch. Now, I hope you wrong on what you saying, but if we end up losing, like, that's gonna be the number one thing that's gonna come to my mind, what we just discussed.
The script.
But yeah, because other than that though, man, like, I think the better Super Bowl, if we make it, or, you know what I'm saying, Washington, to be honest, will be against Buffalo.
Hell no.
How? Because my thing is this. And see this, I listen, D. Don't jump on me when I say this.
I just want to know this,
because you know you're a Patrick Mahomes fan.
Yeah, damn right.
But the thing about it is, offensively, they haven't been playing like they've been playing pretty much like us offensively now. They ain't been all that. They've been hit and miss.
No, I'm not saying by no means. By part of the season, Patrick Mahomes was leading in interceptions.
But offensively, you understand. I think the better offenses in the playoff right now is Buffalo and Washington. But Kansas City and Philly have the defenses and they have more experience. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now
I think that's what the edge go to them too.
You said the best offenses are who?
I'm saying I believe the best offenses in the playoff right now.
Okay.
Is Buffalo and Washington. Definitely Washington.
And I'm not going. Only reason I'm not going to say Washington because I'm going to say they're the most opportunist type of offense because their offense really is not built to beat nobody.
Well, I know that
because they don't have nobody on the
But I still got to give it to them because they done scored so much.
Opportunists, you know what I'm saying? They get great opportunities. They make great plays
right.
Because they don't have nobody like you. Like, oh shit, I got what the fuck he said. You know what I mean? They got Terry McLaurin, but
that's pretty much it.
Everybody else is that. Who is that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the tight end. Oh,
right. He's decent, but
I got you.
So I just think they're able to work with what they have. Right. You know what I mean? But the scary part with Kansas City, you don't want them to win. Like you want them to win how they've been winning because you can stop that. You can't stop these motherfuckers when they grinding that shit out and keeping the ball away from you, and you can't stop them.
But that ain't what we talking about though, D. That we saying right now the team that's playing the best offensively. It is Washington all because of the points they've been able to put up offensively.
But I still think when we get here,
they had to outscore Detroit. And like you said, now they did make some plays defensively to be able to. And
they had a bunch of turnovers.
And then on top of that, Golf gave them
a lot of turnovers.
Right. So, like you say, an opportunity, but they did what they were supposed to do when the opportunity presented themselves. So at the end of the day, they still put the points up.
Right.
And Detroit ain't got no defense. And then Tampa Bay defense is suspect. So,
yeah, they were still missing some pieces
like
too.
They done did what they done did. Not trying to take nothing from them, but they haven't really played teams that were, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean? Only team they lost, they lose but 2 games.
No. I'm talking about in the playoff, bro.
Right, I will say, I'll say they played to me the best defense in the playoffs. But that's who they played.
Who?
But I believe the Houston had been playing the best defense in the playoffs.
No, bro.
Who was giving up the least points?
Us. Other than the other game, the last game.
They ain't played but 1 game, bro.
That's what I'm saying. 2 games.
That's what I'm saying. This still, you still gave up 22.
This is the only.
But I still, and then also Kansas City. Look at them. They ain't give up 14. That's the least out of this whole round.
This round.
Yeah. That's like when you get to the meat, that's when you start to get to the beat of it. See, I think that defense and that offense, being that you got to look at it, the last 2 trophies that was held up by them. So now when you get to these games and these rosters are going to contort down and get shorter. Less possessions, less opportunities for mistakes. So are you going to be able to make the mistakes to be able to compound and come back from them? Now, against them, no. You're not. You make mistakes with them, you on the sideline. And what they've been able to do now is keep you on the sideline and don't have to win with the big play. They can go a 14-play drive, take 8 minutes off the quarter and get a touchdown. Then you go down and go 4 and out. What the fuck you gonna do with your defense coming right back on that motherfucker? Then they doing it again. You don't want them to win like that. You want them to go up and down the field 2-3 plays and you can get a chance to get the ball back. Them niggas eating the game or heating the whole clock up. Next thing you know, they done had 3 drives and we at halftime. And you down 17-3. Shit. That's a hard deal. And just experience, man. Now it's going to come to coaching. Do you trust your coach to make the right decision? To make the right play call? Because you did look. Now you playing with fire because you got Sirianni and Kelly fucking.
Man, he got a great winning percentage, G.
Who?
Nick Sirianni.
Shit, and the Reed undefeated the last 2 seasons. That's the best.
He ain't undefeated, but you know, he
undefeated in the playoffs. I'm talking about.
He's the best though.
Undefeated.
You know what I'm saying right now out of all the coaches, but that don't still mean that he gonna get it. You know, Belichick lost some, bro.
Yeah, but he ain't doing what he doing.
Saying, man.
But I got to give him head though. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't tripping. I know.
So what's your predictions?
I got the Bears ranked. Oh, I just told you, Kansas City and Philly for the rematch, and we're gonna beat that ass.
So you got Kansas City and Philly
in the Super Bowl,
and
we gonna beat that ass.
I got, I got Washington, Kansas City, bro. And this ain't even on no hate shit. Only reason I'm saying this and the only reason I want this, bro, there's never been a rookie to start in the Super Bowl. And I damn sure would rather him be represent Doug Williams for the first black one to ever play in a Super Bowl. So I'm going for that one on my side. Ain't against Philly Dilly. Big love to Gilly, man. You a wild motherfucker. I love y'all motherfucker. You wild and shit. I do think you will still win the game. But I do believe Dan Quinn, with a little bit of time to kind of scheme around just to stop Saquon, he's only going to scheme to do that. And I think he did pretty good with it with Dallas because I think they did beat y'all when he was the defensive coordinator when he was with y'all. I think he was able to, not saying that Saquon is equivalent to anything that was running at you that y'all had at that point. But I do think with his scheming in reference to being able to scheme, because he's only going to scheme for Saquon. If you can beat him with Jalen Hurts, because he hadn't shown that. Not saying he can't. He just has not shown it. So with that being said, and being it as that is and what it is, I'm going to slide Washington 24-21, kick at the end, 3 seconds left, whatever. Kansas City, same thing, 34-31.
Man, you a hater.
Nah, bro, I'm being honest with you. Like I said, I still think you're going to win the game. I said that. I'm rooting for him for a total different reason.
You a hater.
I'm just a realist.
No, you a
like
hater.
I said, I still think y'all win the game.
You ain't no realist.
But
you a hater.
I would love to see Jalen win that one, bro. I would love to see a quarterback go from winning the Heisman to at least playing in the Super Bowl. And being a bro, because, you know, they usually say they want to put us on the shelf for 2-3 years and shit. And he come out there and do that motherfucker with a rookie quarterback and a first-year coach, not a rookie coach, but at least a first year in that job coach. And, you know, I guarantee you they never expected them to succeed like this fast. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely got big up to Dan Quinn and everything they got going on in the DC.
We got. That's all we need.
That's all you got.
That's all we need.
Well, what you got, see?
What we got next, man? Where we at?
Well, I'm just going to interject something real quick.
Go ahead, man.
And this from my boy Jared. We are kicking the holy shit out of the Golden State Warriors right now, 92-60. Fuck you. Keep going.
Okay. Since we in NBA, give me the rundown, man.
Man, NBA kind of been slow, man. How you?
No rundown.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Ain't no rundown, man. But let's touch kind of a subject we touched on the last one. It goes back to what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Yeah.
What are we who and what are we watching for? So let me ask you a question. Bitch, be honest. I'm a Celtics fan. We both know that. See, you got a team? Would you say you correlate with anybody in the NBA? Anybody?
Nah.
Okay. So understandable.
Yeah.
I know you. LA, you know what I'm saying? So, outside of watching for LA, who you watching basketball for right now? Are you watching any basketball right now?
No, I'm not watching basketball.
I'm watching college basketball right now. I'm be honest with you.
I'm not watching any basketball. I keep up with it, but I'm not watching.
Actively watching.
Yeah,
I'm not watching college
right now,
basketball. I'm not watching college basketball.
Yeah, you in a bad place right now.
Because I'm boycotting that shit. Until I get a motherfucking coach in Chapel Hill. Fuck basketball.
Woo! Yeah,
that's just me.
He in a bad state. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, that's just
I'm
me.
in a bad place in my life.
North Carolina. I'm a Tar Heel
The
fan.
Snark Heels.
I like the Tar Heels.
Yeah,
I like that powder blue.
I would have thought.
Yeah.
I would have thought Alabama.
Now, the weirdest part about it, I root for Auburn. My team, everybody know I'm a Duke fan. Go Duke.
Okay.
But I root for Auburn still because I'm an Auburn fan.
It's been so fickle for me because family moves around to different teams and stuff like that. So
but
I never really.
I don't dip.
Yeah.
Like if I'm with you, I'm with you.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
I mean, like I'm a loyal nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've always rocked with Alabama football because I had a cousin played up under the bear, and
for sure.
That's all I ever heard growing up.
Yeah.
So be that as it may, it just was something about North Carolina. And to be honest, what caught my attention in college basketball when I really started watching it, it was because of the Fab Five.
Okay.
Because you had real niggas playing basketball.
Yeah.
You dig? And it's like, okay, I'm following them. But then here you got, because of watching March Madness, paying attention to the Tar Heels as well, because this is the matchup everybody wants to see. This is the matchup everybody talking about.
I had the Grant Hill in my head, when I was Grant Hill.
Gotcha.
That's what, what I'm saying.
Air Montrose, etc.
Like that.
But it's like,
Duke,
when them niggas came through, man, and was able to beat Michigan the way they was, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm rocking with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got certain players that I just
you will follow.
I follow, but North Carolina is just what I am. You know what I mean? Like,
I think I had phases through mine too.
Philadelphia Eagles, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, now when it comes to basketball,
well, in the NBA,
Yeah.
I'm a LeBron junkie.
Yeah.
I like LeBron.
I wouldn't give a fuck
go.
who he played with. It could be Parker High School. Goddamn it, I'm going.
And I think I'm a mixture of both because I'm a
self.
Celtic fan, but I'm a root for whoever LeBron plays for. You know what I'm saying? So,
but see, when it comes to basketball, like I say, in that era, my dude was Allen Iverson.
If I had to pick a team,
I rock with the Sixers.
I played pool with that boy one time. Well, at the I forgot the name of that restaurant in Atlanta. I can't think of the name of it.
If I did have to pick a team, an NBA team, it probably would be the Celtics because I was like a big Ray Allen fan.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be into the beginning.
Like,
but then college basketball, I was phases like, especially with like when I was younger, because I would watch UAB, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning and stuff like that, and when they started getting fired. Right. And then I started messing with cats that's local. Like when my folks, you know what I'm saying, when TJ went to Arkansas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching every goddamn Arkansas game. Come on, cause I'm at 11 o'clock, whatever time that was. Because I know this one. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, but see, that was the whole thing about college basketball back then, though.
Yeah.
It was so many teams that were good that you would actually watch more than one team.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's not really like that anymore.
Yeah.
Because of the one and done. See, teams were stacked.
Because you got a chance to know who the player was.
Yeah.
Because they
got multiple time to be there. Because you can't keep up with a player when they come in 1 year.
Yeah.
That's why I think people have been striving toward college football when you got to stay 3 years. Where in basketball, you ain't got to play but one.
And that's why the NBA, in my opinion, is the way it is now. That's why they're going.
That could be.
Then the talent don't get a chance to get as good as it used to be. Because you just play 1 year. And I feel like players that come out are a little bit behind at least the physical stature because you're only putting 1 year of really training
and the
in
game
a college
speed, man.
right, game speed.
Game speed.
Because depending on the type of high school, because everybody didn't go to that high school that had that gym and had the facility. Some people went to a high school that was where they was going. Yes. Maybe a magnet school or anything like that. They may not have had the best facility.
Or weren't able to go to the AAU.
Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? They just played, they were just a great player. Mm-hmm. So now you're only getting 1 year to get your body in college shape. Because I'll tell you right now, ain't no college player will be able to a couple college players, I think, maybe the Jeremiah Smith bro of Ohio State, I believe if you take him out this year, he'll be the first receiver to go out. And that's just purely on body style. 6'3", 200 pounds at 18,
he's ready.
Big as hell. He like Julio as a freshman.
He's ready.
So that's what I think in basketball. Your talent ain't as good as it used to be than your 3-year starter back in those days when you was watching in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. And then you got focused on basically only having one and done. So like you said, you don't even know who watching the team. You'll watch this year, next year, you got a whole different team.
Yeah, for sure.
Next year, whole different team. At least back in the day when you had Kentucky and them teams like that, you might get 2 years out of the team. You know what I'm saying? But now you getting 1 year, everybody gone. So if you don't win the championship, you trying to go and recruit a whole new team. And with the portal, think about it. You recruiting your current players and your new ones. Because you recruit new players to replace graduates. But hell, with the portal, you trying to recruit players to just stay on your damn team. And not go and switch out and go nowhere else. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, that's why I said I think the portal putting a lot more earnest on coaching, have to have and build better relationships with all your players. Okay. Because they can leave at any time.
Let's move. You got any hitters?
Nah, we ain't got no hitters.
Well, let's go into the
get on by the night, baby.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
What you got, man?
Notre Dame
Ohio State.
Let's recap on y'all's picks.
Now, yeah. Mm-hmm,
you said Ohio State from the get-go.
Yeah, now I did not.
And the thing about it is because of the matchup, I mean, shit, I got to go with Ohio State. So going on.
Y'all both
now, I'm pulling for Notre Dame, but the thing about it is I believe that they're outmatched, period. Notre Dame doesn't have enough offensively to compete, and I think their defense is going to put up a good fight but eventually get wore down. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, they got too much. I mean, they got 2 running backs, and they about 6 deep at wide receiver. So, I mean, they on another level. They seem to be one of those teams that are destined. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kind of like the Celtics.
Whatever. No. You got that wrong. We're talking football, so kind of like the Eagles.
Nah, because we actually won it.
Fly high.
Well, both of y'all green, so I mean, y'all
but we
something
win.
of the same cloth.
Everything is boss.
That's crazy.
Hey, haters, how you want to hate it? How you want to hate? But when you say bling, bling, clean, gling. But hey, all I'm gonna say is now Notre Dame. I do agree with you totally. I do believe they are completely outmatched on offense. Because if I break it down from quarterback to quarterback, of course, I'll take Ohio State's quarterback. Running back room, I'm going to take Ohio State running back room. I don't pretty much give a damn who receiver room in the league. I'm going to take theirs too. Tight ends, I'm going to take their defense. So I don't know really much side in where Notre Dame actually has a winning or a way to fight this shit other than trying to keep them behind the chains and get, try to create, penalties and, loss of yardage plays. But shit, I think this shit unwatchable at halftime because Notre Dame has showed a potential to not be able to score early.
It ain't gonna bother me even if it isn't a good game.
I think I'm playing PlayStation on this shit by halftime.
I'm gonna jump the Monday Night Raw.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
So I think this is unwatchable by halftime.
And there's a lot of NBA games on by it being MLK, so I'm quite sure it's gonna be another one come on.
Yeah, because we kicking their ass by 40 now. It's 104.
I'm quite sure it's gonna be another West Coast game tonight.
I know y'all play tonight.
We do?
What happened last night? Ooh, it was terrible.
I didn't watch it.
I played the Clippers.
Oh, yeah. I don't think LeBron played.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't put a prior pick on basketball.
I don't think.
I ain't play basketball. I ain't play basketball, but I was playing football.
Played.
10 years.
I think he set out so he can play tonight.
Because
y'all see Gary Payton Jr. untie?
Man, look, bro, I tried pool shoe, and then the ref, and then he looked at the ref. He said, to the ref, like, look at the German shoe. then the ref going to her like, why you do that, man? You believe everything folks tell you? What the fuck you mean, man? You on camera?
Is it 4K, bro?
Man,
We see you.
Man, but he mad because they gave him that money. He gave him that money. Work at night, too.
Yeah.
During pool game, put up 38 on their ass. Hell, yeah. Yeah, he put some work on their ass, boy. So, yeah, that's why he was in his feelings.
Ooh, yeah, Boston is beating them 107-68.
Yeah, dog. Like they say, man, hey, I got to tell people about my bad boy, super dog ass Celtics right now. We playing a little hit and miss right now. It's cool because we have to rest players. We're not deep. We're going to say 7 quality players on my team. So we're past the All-Star break. We're past Christmas. So we got to stop logging as many miles because we got to get in the playoffs. We got to do our thuggle.
Past the All-Star break.
I said we're getting close to the All-Star break. We passed Christmas.
Well, you need to slow
You know
down.
what I'm saying? So
You need to slow your ass down.
So you need to speed up, Cash.
That's
Catch up
funny.
like some catch up.
Dang.
Bam.
That is funny because I heard the same thing.
I know
I heard
you
the
did.
same thing. Yeah.
He be talking so damn fast. He don't know what he be saying.
Motherfucker, I know what I said, goddammit, but I said I win. But back to the point. So, I just think that
Wasn't no point.
Shit, the point is we up by 40 points. Damn. Shit.
Yeah. Y'all Molly Watts me.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So, but like I said, bro, but to the theory that I'm trying to tell you about the Super Bowl, bro.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit.
There's certain things you just have to
I
accept.
don't want to hear that shit.
You have to accept, bro.
I'm finna win the Super
it's
Bowl.
big-
you're
it's bigger
not.
than the
It's
Eagles,
bigger than
bro.
the Eagles, bro.
It's the Swifties.
It's big, bro.
It's the Swifties.
Bro, you had think about this, bro.
I'm telling you,
There's
it's the
two
audience.
think about what I'm saying. It's 2 iconic ladies in that box sitting next to each other. Caitlin Clark and the Swifties. Bro, the fucking Eagles can't compare to that shit.
Wait till they do the Kansas City Chiefs.
Do you know it'd be
merch
way more celebrities at my games, especially the playoff games? Now, these guys might not be as popular and famous as a Taylor Swift.
Are they bringing the women into to watch her?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, the fuck they ain't.
They not the way that
Not
Taylor
like,
is.
Not like them.
No, but I'm just saying though, it's some women that be there that have clout that are Eagles fans. I mean, the first one come to mind is Jill Biden. She was in the prayer box, and I say, that's the first lady.
I don't think you understand Taylor Swift's
I understand Taylor Swift, but I'm just saying.
It's like Beyonce's hive. It's like Nicki's hive. It's probably a little bit bigger.
I'm going to say it is.
Yeah,
I want to say
But
it
I'm
is.
just saying.
that's
like,
more viewership for the NFL. I'm with you on that. Y'all got some prominent people up there.
Bruh, my thing is this. That's white America.
Yeah.
And then Philly is black America.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Our fans act black. They rowdy, talk shit.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Get drunk, fight.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, we have celebrities like Will Smith, Kevin Hart. You know what I'm saying? Meek Mill. Like, it's a lot of
That appeals to
the great
us.
Kobe Bryant. Like,
That
you
appeals
have
to
a
us.
lot of Eagle fans. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, the lady that we're talking about that's always in the skybox,
Mm-hmm.
she is there because of Andy Reid. Andy Reid
Who?
did that.
Who talking about? Who talking about?
Taylor and Kelce.
Taylor Swift. You know, Taylor Swift's dad is a diehard Eagle fan, like big time, like long term, like go to all the Eagle home games. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey.
she was born and raised an Eagle fan, like herself.
Okay, so let me
She
ask you a
just
question.
supporting her dude.
Yeah,
I ain't got no problem with that.
That's why I would say you think that the girlfriend and the mama of Kansas City darkness gonna have a problem with the city anyway?
No. I'm not saying
Oh,
that.
I was just wondering.
All I was saying was the only difference is, you know, you have one of the most popular,
Top
you know what I'm
5
saying, entertainers
in the world. Top 5
in the world, and that's white America.
Yeah, I don't get it, but you
That's
know
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
saying? Like,
I'm
they love
talking
it.
top
They eat it
5.
up.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about like Michael Jackson type of shit. And see, I know what you're saying, and I'm agreeing with you about the
NFL
amount.
is not gonna have Gilly up there hyping up the crowd and doing all that. Like,
That's
they don't
Philly. That's a
care
Philly game.
That's I'm saying.
That's
Like,
Philly.
they don't care nothing about that. Like Conor McGregor, he fucks with Philly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people. Like, Sylvester Stallone don't be there ringing the bell for nothing like Philly fans. We have folk that are.
Yeah, I don't
think we're taking away from that.
We're not taking away. I'm agreeing with you.
Level
but if I take every last one of them people that you said and put them in a cup, right? They still ain't filling up the cup with just her.
I understand.
You ain't got to take Caitlin Clark out of it. And bro, think about what I'm saying.
I ain't saying
Caitlin Clark, this is a woman who got over 100,000 people to come to a fucking women's college basketball game.
It's bigger. They going after the women. It seems like they trying
to grip hold the women in, bro.
They got to get the women.
Because they going to watch just to see them.
Are y'all implying that
agenda
Kansas City doing this and bringing more money to the table?
Yep.
You're saying that is some of the reasons
why they might go to the Super Bowl?
Not just that, but on top the way that they
it's an incentive for sure.
It definitely makes a difference because it's like you got to think about it. It's still a money grab, more eyes,
man.
Well, I couldn't think about it. If you
everybody tuning in to see
it, you gonna have Kendrick there. Who's going?
That you got number one.
You got us.
You got the number one.
You got us.
You got us, cuz you got Kendrick.
You need to go get them white folks.
You got to get
the
them.
white women.
And you got the white women to sit in there and watch.
You already got the white men for the most part, but you need the white women to sit there with them.
Right.
To enjoy this game with them.
Exactly,
you know
bro. Because guess what? Now you can sit. Guess what? It's gonna be able to get more TVs on. Because what they're trying to do is it helps break up the group party.
Maybe
because if I got 30 people in a room,
I'm looking at it from a fan's perspective,
and I am too. But it's trying to put more fans in front of TV.
Look at it from a business perspective,
right? So look at it like this: if we have a Super Bowl party, let's say it's at least 10 to 20 people there, right? But if now and your girl would only go to the Super Bowl party with you because it's probably other couples there, because her friends, because stuff like that, because y'all may kick it, right? Now, because Taylor Swift there, now she ain't got no problem watching the period. Get what? Y'all can stay at the crib, and that's another TV that's on instead of everybody watching the TV at the same time.
Now let me ask y'all this: what's gonna be said if, hypothetically speaking, and I'm pulling for Kansas City? Well, I'm not pulling for them, but I think they're gonna win. But what if Kansas City actually loses to Buffalo?
I'm gonna tell you what happens on that. You'll wake up and be dreaming because the fucking
no, don't do that.
This is just my eyesight. I'm not saying that this ain't. And let me say this: this is not about. This has nothing about the teams being better than the other. I believe this shit is pure fucking agenda. It has shit to do with Kansas City being better than fucking Buffalo. It's just the fact they're gonna bait the narrative in. This is the Tom Brady and Peyton Manning of the new era. Peyton didn't get his win early, he had it late. They are going to put this third on top of him, cement him as the guy the same way they did Tom Brady, and let the rest fucking chips fall as they may. Then you can get it at speeding. But I'm finna set this motherfucker up here on the motherfucking Mount Rushmore, just like they did with Peyton. Just like they did with them. I gotta set the agenda, and I gotta set. Remember we was talking about basketball? Who's next? In reference to that, you gotta have that clash. This is it. This is your fucking class. Yeah. Joe Burrow, you can't get your defense together. So sit your black ass. Sit your wanna be black
rivals,
ass. Right.
New
they gotta have a mind rival.
You gotta switch it up.
Tell me a dynasty that didn't have a rival.
Switch it up, right?
No. But so tell me a dynasty that you gotta attach the rivalry to it.
As my question though, I understand all that there, but my question was, what if Buffalo do beat?
And my answer is, it's not about them beating them. They're not going to win the game because it's set up by pure. I'm not looking at this by Josh Allen being good or his coach out coaching. I'm pure looking at this as a money fucking grab. This is the biggest business in the planet, bro. I don't have nothing to do with it, bro. Come on. Yeah. Just like you just agreed with me about, and you agree with it because you hate it because of the calls. Bro, I remember watching videos as soon as the fucking content creators making videos, as soon as the clock strike 12 on that bitching about the calls. Mm-hmm. It's been happening since day one. Guess what? They gonna do it either way. This, I promise you, bro, this ain't to disrespect you or nothing in reference to saying like, oh, Kansas City just a shit. They just gonna beat the shit out of them. No, they want them there. And if with certain shit, you just can't stop it. Kansas City is going to win this game, whether they're better than Buffalo or not. Josh Allen, they are not going to allow you to surpass Patrick Mahomes. Not the fucking golden goat. You are not doing that. Allegedly. They're not going to let you do that shit.
Listen.
No, not happening.
Once again, I said it once in another session.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say it again. Just like that Avengers movie. When they showed Thanos at the end for the first time, he went in there, grabbed the gauntlet, and said, "I do it myself." So I do it myself. I prove y'all wrong. Like, you might be right, but I'm just saying the script can't be played all the time. It can't be.
It's a program. It's a program.
It's a
entertainment, bro.
This is not sports. This shit lost sports in the 70s.
I keep trying to tell you WWE is the equivalent of everything that we seeing on television right now. It's all a production, bro.
This is a male soap opera. This is the shit to keep it. So guess what? I don't watch wrestling. Wrestling ain't for everybody. So you have people that'll watch wrestling. Right. Like my God. Like y'all, if y'all know, it's a wrestling aficionado. Yeah. I used to be, but as an older person, I just can't
got away from it.
I can't. Yeah, I got away from it, and it just don't keep me now. I respect people that do. Respect the hell out of them. I'm a football head. I'm going to watch all that shit no matter whatever. But I feel like this is pure agenda. Just like how we watched Buffalo lose 3 of them motherfuckers. Like, man, they should have got that shit. Bro, we had to make them America's team again. They just ain't been up there to do it again now. We found something better. Because I believe right now, they're going to hold up Washington. Why? Got something new in Washington. So I'm scared for you because you got somebody walking brand new in where? Washington, D.C. So they just might want Washington, D.C. on the fucking TV. And guess what? The motherfucker can make it happen. And ain't a motherfucking thing Jalen Hurts or goddamn Saquon Barkley back jumping, hurdling ass can do. But watch that fucking confetti fall and go again next year. Because these motherfuckers run shit.
I would like to see
you know where I'm coming from. And you know, this ain't no disrespect to the eagle on your chest, bro. Because I do think you're the better team and you should kick their ass.
For sure.
From the bottom to the T. I'm talking about this shit. This shit should look like a Dallas Cowboy, Buffalo Bills Super Bowl back in the day. You should kick their ass.
I'm hoping that.
But goddamn it,
I know what you're saying because I believe in myself when it comes to the calls.
Like, come on, man.
I believe that, hey, he is the golden boy, and that might be why I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
It's blatant. If you watch football and you know football, okay, that wasn't rough in the past. So why did you call that and then didn't even review? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it were Jalen Hurts, if it were Lamar Jackson, you wouldn't have called it.
Lamar got one yesterday, I think. No, hold up. Was it Lamar?
And that's just
it was one of them got one yesterday.
And that's why I'm not.
I would have thought should have called.
That's why I'm hoping that you're wrong. I'm hoping that it's a rematch. And to be honest, I want to whoop his ass my damn self. Because I think I had the defense to do it, and I think I had the rushing attack to keep them off the field long enough. You know what I'm saying?
But guess what?
To keep my defense rested so I can keep pressure on him. Their offensive line is not all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's bad, but it's not all that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question.
And they're weak in the areas where I'm strong.
Right. And I believe everything you're saying is 1,000,000,000% true. But let me ask you a question. Do you think it's been in it? Do you think it's just kind of weird, or do you think it? Well, I'm gonna just ask you this: how coincidental is it though that you got a person that's coming into DC, and when the last time you even seen Washington in the fucking playoffs? Now you got them in the NFC Championship like that. I mean, out the fucking blue.
Yeah.
But it ain't no surprise.
Message.
I mean,
you see what I'm saying?
But if you look at the role they took, man, like Washington. I mean, not Washington. No disrespect.
Winning off you went off Hail Marys and all type of astronomical shit they had happen this season, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they had some wins. They were just standard, but we both know they had some what the fuck wins too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a couple of them with all that added in. With all the other factors spoke of prior as well, with everything that's happened over the last 2 years to get us up to this point with Kansas City, doesn't it make perfect ironic place to when the shit started against the Buffalo with that fucking shit, with that overtime, that it ends with Buffalo. Because by the time, if you get them in, I'm going to tell you this, if they get to the Super Bowl, you ain't even got to watch that bitch, and I'm telling you who winning that motherfucker.
Ooh.
If Kansas City get there, you ain't got to watch it. I don't give a damn who make it on the side. And this ain't even against the other team on the other side. It's just the agenda that I think is getting pushed, allegedly. I feel like if they get in, you might as well just say you going to the Super Bowl party for the motherfucking wing, Jack. Because the rest of that shit just like watching a movie, a Pixar movie. You know what Pixar, you know what I'll tell you? You're going to always know the end of a Pixar movie because they ain't going to kill the motherfucking, they ain't going to kill nobody in no Pixar movie. So you know it's going to be a happy ending. Regardless of the fate. Mickey Mouse movie, they ain't killing Mickey Mouse. They ain't even killing the villain. You watch Sonic, ain't nobody really going to die. They might disappear, but they ain't going to die because you want a happiness. Bro, they be pushing the fire, cuz. I'm telling you, bro, if it's for the gender, bro, I'll see Washington, Kansas City winning it. That's just me pure agenda. Now, we saying football, then it's Philly, Kansas City. Let's see where the chips fall. Because I still feel like their defense is a little bit more stingy than yours. Because I think they back in better than yours. They gave up less points. They gave up 14 points last game. You gave up more points.
You going on one game, D? I had the best defense in the league.
It's a fucking defense that done won
all year and in the playoffs up until this snow game.
Right. So let me ask you one. I'm actually
G.
But I'm looking at a resume. I'm looking at a team that's 6-0 in the last 2 years in the playoffs. I ain't talking about nothing. I'm talking about this same team ain't lost.
Just like they said this morning, you can't go on last year's resume. You got to go on this year, bro.
And I just told you they gave up the least points.
Yeah, but who did they play? Houston, yes, they played good before they played them, but Houston ain't got all their weapons, man.
And
who did they play the week before Houston?
They didn't play nobody.
Right.
And they didn't play nobody.
That's my point.
That's
my point.
But we can't in the NFL. In the NFL, now it's different than college. You just got to play the schedule because you ain't got to party.
I understand that.
Your team don't make the schedule.
But at
the
end of the day, though, bro, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Houston.
Now, Houston does not have their weapons. They were missing a whole bunch of players. Tank Dell, Diggs. They were not the team that actually got them, steamrolled them there. I'm agreeing, but I'm still got to roll with a team that has even if I'm looking back here just a little bit, 6-0 record over the last 2 years. And the last game, they gave up the least points in the entire playoffs. So I got to take that into account because it happened.
No, you don't. We're going on this year.
The 14 points was from last Sunday?
No, you going 6 years ago. Though,
oh, no, I said 6 games. The last 6 games. 6 games. Yes, not 6 games because you got 2 Super Bowls in a row. So that means they played 6. They mean they at least played 5 or 6 games. So they mean they won all of them because they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you still going back 2-3 seasons.
And then I also reached back to this game they just played.
Yeah, but they
gave the least amount of points.
You got to only go on this year, bro.
Well, they gave up the least amount of points.
You keep going back.
Yeah,
That's
we
not fair.
probably would have to go off of this year.
That's it.
But I'm still saying
you doing that to justify it. That's not fair.
So
bro.
me saying that
all you can do is go on this playoff.
We're talking in circles at this
point.
But
if I also attacked it onto this year and said they need
you can't attack it to this year.
Let me finish, bro. What I said, I'm attaching it to this season's game that they just played. The last game against the Texans. You may not give them credit, but they only gave up 14 points. Nobody else gave up 14 points. Everybody else gave up at least 20. So I got to give them the best because they gave up the least points. I can't just say, oh, my God, they didn't play. They played a fucking playoff team that was a division winner. So I can't just moo-to-poo them.
All right, final thoughts on this, and let's move on. Because, let's move on. All right, so there's some reports coming out that Biden did some pardons before he left office. One of the pardons was Fauci.
Who the fuck is that?
Fauci, Dr. Fauci, Anthony Fauci, the one that was over the vaccines.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's done some pardons on some people before he left office. So what's y'all initial thoughts on hearing that?
I figured he gonna pull some. I figured he was gonna pull some bullshit. Everybody gonna pull some bullshit on the way out and use it on the way in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's probably
and some of his family members as well. So they've been doing some crime shit behind the scenes.
How is that even fucking possible though? That's like saying you can't. So you mean to tell me I can play for the Saints? I can't bet on the Saints, but I can be the president and go give folks out of jail.
mean,
That's crazy.
They've been doing it.
Man, my thing is if you let a man be president with 38, 37 felonies, like what the hell? Hey, he ain't letting no mass murder out. You know what I'm saying?
So what y'all think about the panel he gonna have up there?
Who? Trump?
Yeah. Cause I think they say up front on the inauguration gonna be billionaires row.
I don't know. I saw Elon throw up the Nazi symbol today.
Yeah, it's Elon. I know the three.
He was doing that shit. He did that shit 3 times, bro.
Bro, I keep telling you this agenda thing. Look, it's supposed to be Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and some other guy. So
they kicked Vic Romney off.
Yeah, so it was somebody else to come back for him.
What
so
about
that's
the other
his
guy
stand.
that supposedly was in trouble with the women?
Yeah, the pedophile dude. Yeah, he's the sick. Yeah, you said he was over the.
They were trying to see what they were gonna say about him.
I can't think of his name.
First.
Yeah, he got a guy that had a sex offender. Yeah, alleged had a pedophile case. This was recently.
All right.
Yeah, so he was supposed to be over something. Then he was putting McMahon over with
Oh,
defense.
you talking about RFK?
Yeah. So he was over.
He's over like health stuff. He's
right.
Over, health.
Then who was over defense? Was that the McMahon? Which one did she? What did she get?
I forgot.
No, she was over education.
Okay. Who got the defense? It was somebody else. Somebody stupid. I thought it was the guy. The sex offender got the defense.
Nah,
I don't know why.
He got health.
He did get health.
He got health.
I don't know why. Okay. I know. I
don't know. Was it Elon? Because I know they started the Doge committee or whatever.
Right.
I don't know if that had anything to do with.
That's a coin. Doge coin.
Yeah, but that's them trying to prop that up.
Yeah, that's propping that. That's a Doge. That's a coin.
But they turned it into an actual division. It's like DOGE. It might be something defense. I don't know. I don't know if Elon had something to do with that being in SpaceX and all that shit. So, well, it's about to get interesting.
Bro, all I can say is bro, when you start having shit like the TikTok thing, you know what I'm saying? People probably just, I feel like people kind of reacted over the wrong thing. Y'all was worried about motherfuckers going broke over TikTok. I don't give a fuck. Go get a job. Because TikTok didn't exist all the fucking time. Okay, cool.
Go get
a job. Cool.
That seemed like a play from the beginning.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? But we have to understand this, that we do know which and why social media was derived.
Yeah.
Okay, it was right after what? Right after 9/11. So social media was based on, remember, what was our first social media that we can call? MySpace. Okay.
Shit,
that was based.
Bebo.
But that was your big one first was MySpace.
Big one was MySpace.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So then you catch your Instagram, your Facebook and Instagram's behind that. So my theory, okay, after 9/11, they created, and this was of course after that, they had to create something to get you to talk to the world. So think about it. Before that, anything they would have needed to know that you updated upon your life, they would have had to find you to see you.
Yeah.
So
private investigator,
you know, some type of way to kind of look you down, look into your life and see what you got going on, where you live, you know, what kind of car you drive. So think about it. Now they created a whole system into wire your self-title against yourself.
Yeah.
Everything you do, if you change your hair, you're gonna put it on there. Mm-hmm. New tattoo, you put it on there. New car, new job, new house, everything.
You updating a photo for them
every time.
So
every day you update your own.
They know exactly what
you're doing. But they wonder I wonder why they know this. Bro, you tell them everything.
Yeah,
not nothing like your personal information, like your driver license number, your social, but everything in reference to the update of what you do on day to day.
If you've been on Facebook like as long as I have, like I was part of 2005, like the inception where you had to be a part of like a school organization to be on it.
Really?
Yeah, you like it originally started in college, and you would have to get like an invite to be on Facebook.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I got the invite when I was in high school.
Okay.
And so based on that, we started giving a lot of information about ourselves, like our favorite books, favorite movies, favorite, you know,
that
all
what
these
it was
different
about.
things. So we started.
You going into it right
there.
there.
Information
it's like the census without the census. It's like a more detailed census because you only saying I stay here. You're gonna tag your crib. You're gonna tell what color. Every time you get a new fit, you go to the movies. You telling them
it's
if you got a new
supposed
food.
to be a highlight reel. So
right.
you updating people on
what you're doing.
What you're doing.
You know what I mean?
But the government also got a hand in it.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
They monitoring that.
We
have
all
to.
They got to. And I tell people like this: you gotta know that they do hear you. Like, what you mean? If we sit here and talk about something long enough and you pull up your phone, if you're on Facebook, you're going to see that product pull up. And it's gotten to the point where now this is no bullshit. You don't even have to have your phone in your hand. I would love people to do this. Take your phone, put it in the car.
Siri be listening. Siri listen to the conversation.
Don't say shit. I don't want you to say shit. I just want you to sit in your house for 5 minutes. Only think about one thing. Think about it. Don't say a word. I bet you take your ass to that phone, that shit come up. That new, I'm telling you, they don't tell you about that 5G shit that they supposed to tell you. They don't tell you everything about it. Because why you think you got to put a phone up, you put it up to your ear? You ain't got to say shit. But they can hear what's in here, bro. I promise you, take your phone if you like a bullshit out there. Put it in the car. Don't touch it. Don't be scrolling.
It's also based on like what you search and all these type of things.
I want you to think about something completely random as fuck that has nothing to do with your life. Nothing that you probably ever thought about. I guarantee you something.
Avocados or some shit.
Some shit like that, or cactuses or some shit. Or just something stupid.
Yeah.
And don't even say it out loud. Just sit there and like, just say it in your mind, even if you make you a song about cactuses in your head, then go back and pick your phone and scroll up and down that motherfucker. Bet you don't see a cactus pad somewhere. You're going to start seeing it.
Yeah.
It's going to be there. You know what I mean? Because they got to figure out how they can monitor you with so many people and the land masses in which that you're trying to monitor, especially after the 9/11, the Patriot Act and all that.
I mean, they got all different devices that, like, your TV got a camera in it.
Bro, everything. They got light bulbs.
You watching it, it's watching you.
Right. You know, see they with the little Siri thing and the little Amazon, the little
Alexa. Alexa,
Oh,
stay listening to
that's what
our
I'm saying.
conversations, bro. I'm like,
all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Even these.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
with
So
the medals.
the medals. Okay then.
Okay.
I'm not. I guess I'm not a Ray-Ban dude. I guess that's the only reason I didn't
I like
them.
them.
I can't.
I won these off them birds, so I ain't tripping.
Okay.
They cool though. I mean, when you go places and you just don't want to have your phone out.
Yeah.
So it's a button on there that you answer the phone with, or you just still have to pick up your phone. Oh, okay. So the volume pretty decent on it. Okay.
Wait,
It's just like it's speakers on these bitches, and they are.
It's like right behind.
Here.
It's like right here.
Nah.
Yeah. So it's like
that's
those.
That's like a point or something.
Yeah, it's like right on it. It's like right on it.
I know shit's reading your mind, bro.
And that's what I
This
look.
is reading your
That's
mind,
what I'm
bro.
saying. That's why I said the way that they have them set up. That's why what I just said.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk.
You remember
That's what I'm trying to tell
Matrix, Neo?
people. It was all here.
Right here?
That's what I'm telling people, bro.
Yeah.
The 5G and the 6G. That's what I'm trying to tell people. That's why you saw how quick we went from 3 to 4 and 4 to 5.
Well,
Watch how long it take you to get from 5 to 6.
They already have it. It's just when they bring it out.
They can't. The reason why is because that's gonna be able to read this.
You think the 6G is 6 cents?
I'm telling you this. Watch out. You see how quick you went from 4 to 5. You see how quick you went from 2G was regular 4, that little megahertz shit back when we was using flip phones. So you went from 2 to 3, then you went from 3 to 4. We thought we was doing something. You went from 4 to 5, you like, oh shit, we good. But they been in 6 and 7. They don't want to bring out that because they got an 8. Notice we watch 4K TV. Why the fuck is it 8K TVs out right now?
That's the next evolution.
Bro, it ain't even an 8K fucking. It ain't even an 8K camera.
You only have.
They have 8K.
They got 8 cameras out now.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
But you only have 4K when you're watching like Apple TV. That's the only way. Like,
Because they only broadcast.
It's not the standard.
Or watch
It's not. It's
4K.
10K is still. 10K
Right.
is still. 1080p is still the standard. HD.
Right, it's the
4K
standard.
is like
yeah.
the enhanced version.
Yeah, you get some channels.
They got 8K out there.
Yeah, see with
I'm
them.
sure the government is watching us in 8K.
Yeah, see on 4, like you get 4K on like Super Bowl. You have a company that supports that game in 4K.
Yeah.
Like that game tonight, the college championship. I'm pretty sure it's going to be supported in 4K.
It's just a higher resolution, more megabytes to it. I think that's
and
why
it's shot. All it's going to be shot in Sony. Everything 4K is going to be shot in Sony. That's the That's the standard.
That
you know what I mean?
or Black Magic's like we got.
Right,
This
you know
4K,
what I'm saying? That's going to be your standard.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. The 6 and the 7. That's when you're getting past. That's when you get past those. That's when you get into the full reading of everything. Then it's like you walking down the street. They ain't got to ask you shit. They gonna pull it out your head.
Oh yeah, because they got
they gonna have to ask you shit.
You have to have an app for these. So
you feel what I'm saying?
That's how they really read off your phone. So
Okay.
you can just say, "Hey Meta, where am I right now?" But it'll tell you, like, if I'm in the car, it'll say, you know what I'm saying, you're in your truck and you're on whatever street.
Hell nah.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
Hell nah.
See what I'm saying, gang?
You know what I mean?
Man,
Well, I mean, we got all
shit.
kind of tracking devices on us at this point.
Every
man.
day.
So it's like, hey.
It's talking
Look,
to me now.
Yeah.
Look, that was what they said that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I heard it.
I heard it.
I heard it.
hear
Yeah, they were telling me about the location.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, look, I went to look at when I heard. I looked down. I'm thinking, look, I'm thinking this. I'm looking at my laptop.
You know, I had turned to look at you.
Yeah.
And when I turned, he probably heard it because of the way.
Because the mic of the speaker, when he heard, I looked down. I'm like,
That's
what?
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I said I think it's going.
loud. Like if I'm playing music on my phone, it's like headphones. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ain't mad at it, but like I said, man, it's getting us to the point where we gonna start seeing the stuff that we thought wasn't real. You know what I mean? We was like, oh, you know, we thought this just was something to see, like that rail gun I tell you about on Transformers. That's something that you thought like, oh, this is something ain't real. Then you realize here they got one over there that shoot shit on
face.
Definitely. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why they tell you,
somebody has to think of these things and then imagine, put it together for
bro,
productions and stuff like
that's what
that. So
I saw a video. Actually, I gotta send it. I think I sent it to my cousin. They showed a fucking spark plug that was from like 400 BC. It got embedded into a rock. And they broke the rock in half. You can literally see a form of a type of spark plug in which they were using back then. I think that everything that we're doing is something that was pre before us that people used, and then they got so big in which they like, you know, you have like God look down and say, hey, you know what, y'all just tearing it up and
maybe
just
confuse. It's time to confuse.
You know what I mean? It's just confusing.
Time to start back over.
Start back over. Because think about it, why would you separate your entire country, world with geographics and languages? That was to confuse everybody. Because think about
the
it,
Tower of Babel is the story,
right? Because if everybody was on the same page, you couldn't control the world. The world will control itself. Because you can't control everybody if they walking down the same path. Not no one motherfucker standing with his hand up telling you what to do. Not everybody telling you no. The only reason that law exists is because we follow them.
I've heard it's a mirror up to ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like even with jails exist because the inmates allow it. If the inmates decided every fucking day that we not want jail, you couldn't run a jail. You ain't got enough fucking people to keep us intact.
Yeah,
because you can't take a gun.
We conform to the system.
We conform to the system because you can't take a gun in
It's
there.
more of us than them.
Right, you can't take a gun in
Whoever
there.
the opposition
You probably
is.
ain't got shit but a stick. You ain't got no knife. You ain't got nothing that they can take off you to use against you, so you ain't got a weapon. But these motherfuckers got weapons. That's for goddamn sure. Shanks and everything else that they could kill you with if they wanted to. Because I heard a dude tell, it was a story of like he was a big ranking dude.
Give me a shoestring. You know
like they got guns and everything in there now. Because they didn't take it all the way
on a motorbike or something.
Hell yeah. That was supposed to be P. Diddy.
Yeah.
That's supposed to have been Diddy.
That's supposed to have been
That was on that bottom tier. That was supposed to have been Diddy. That was Diddy, bro. Oh God, bro. Oh God, bro.
Crazy.
Oh God, that's supposed to have been Diddy.
That's funny.
But they said,
I mean, just here, you know what I'm saying? It made the news where they threw a bag over they were fixing to throw a bunch of garbage bags over the goddamn fence down there where it's Jefferson.
Yeah.
And it was like 4 bags. One bag was full of number Jordans. The other bag was full of like number weed. The other bag was full of number
cigarettes and shit.
Cigarettes, different pills,
then foods, type of foods and shit that you can't get in there. And
one had a TV in it.
Bruh, I done seen dudes come.
They're gonna throw it over the fence.
Bruh, I done seen dudes in there.
Yeah.
But they got dudes in there right now. They had like a 65 inch on the wall with the PlayStation and eat Outback at the same
they be
time.
Wilding
They be wilding out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They
I heard
better than some of us out here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like this, it was a mafia dude. So he walked.
making a lot of money.
Bunch of niggas. Cause big. It was a black dude in there, and he was talking about because he was over some gang. And he kind of used to move through the prison how he want to. And so it was a new warden, I guess, that was over the kitchen. But he'll just come in the kitchen and say, all right, man, y'all make me something to eat. They going to make it because they knew he was the man.
Yeah.
And he said one time he walked in there, I guess the new warden dude saw him in there, was like, man, what the fuck you doing in my kitchen? He said, they're going to make me something to eat. And he was like, man, you better get the fuck out of my kitchen. You don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one. He was like, man, he was like, bro, he said, I'm the real. He said, I got to say so right now, whether you live or die. He said, right now, man, I could kill you right now. He said, I just probably go in and get 1 or 2 years and I'll be in college confinement, chill. And that's what, in 2 years, I get right back out, come to this same fucking kitchen with these same workers and get my hamburger. Or I can get my fucking hamburger today. You go home with your wife. Everything is good with you two. So do you rather me get a hamburger today or in 2 years? Because either way I go, I'm going to fucking get it.
The hamburger.
So, and that's the essence of prison. They get what they want. Whether if you want them to stop them or not, it's just whether if you willing to risk your life to stop them from getting it. Because they willing to kill you to get it because that's the only way they're going to get it. Ain't got no other way to get it. They ain't finna leave outside to go get it. So they like, shit, if I got somebody standing right here and they finna give it to me, shit, I'm finna get it. So I got to give it to them on that one, my boy.
All right, man. Any more thoughts before we get up out of here?
Hey, all I got to say is the Ohio State. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
Bird gang.
Facts.
Allegedly. That's the word of the week. The Super Bowl word is allegedly.
That's the name of this episode.
So remember I said this. Kansas City, Washington, Golden Boy, sweet potato face. I think y'all know what I mean when I say sweet potato face. So, certain things in life are inevitable.
When is the Super Bowl?
February. Yeah.
Okay.
February 8th.
Oh, yeah. All right,
so-
cool. Yeah, we
Sorry.
got a few weeks, so
Yeah, because you
we
got
discuss a little bit more.
Yeah, because you got this week.
Yeah.
Then you got a week before.
Yeah.
Then the Super Bowl week.
We
So
gonna
you
come
got
back
the
in and
week.
talk
So
some
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Most definitely.
So y'all all, and hey, any subject, guys, y'all give us y'all Super Bowl matchup. Y'all, girl, I gave you mine. If you got any allegedly conversations, click like, share, holler at your boy, because I'm definitely been in there looking at the comments. So if you got something to say, hey, I'm gonna say it back.
Yeah.
What you got, my boy? We come about this thing, my boy. I know you said bird game and shit and all that shit.
I got another one.
I don't want to.
I mean, we can
Don't
go
take me.
on for days.
I don't want to. I already know what to say. I'm gonna just say it for him.
What?
It's okay.
Fly high.
I wasn't gonna say that.
What you
He was gonna get you to say it.
I
I mean, you say it.
I already know what to say.
He be
But
saying
that-
yo. He be saying yo, man.
I already know what you were doing.
But seriously, I wasn't gonna say that.
What you want to
Tastes like candy.
I'm not doing that.
All right, y'all. Till next time, we
Shit.
out of here.
100.
See you on the flip
Y'all
side.
do what it do.
Peace.
Yes, sir.
Peace.